I recently bought this game, A.I.L.A, an indie horror game with a €24 price tag. I have seen a lot of YouTubers and quite a handful of good reviews about the game, stating that the price tag was worth it considering the amount of hours of gameplay it provides, and also clearly gives an immersive experience with very good graphics and very good sound design. So I was intrigued by this horror game, so I decided to buy it and see if it's worth a try. And I'll tell you guys here what I think about it. So let's get straight to the point. Is the game fun? Yes, it is decent, but okay. But is it scary? No, not really. And that's the disappointing part for me. I was not really scared about anything in the game, especially through the later phases of the game. However, in the beginning of the game, the environment was very terrifying. I was very scared. The sound design was amazing, and it made me feel like I was stuck in this virtual world. The first two levels or virtual experiences are the ones that felt the scariest to me. The rest did not really have much impact except for the last one, which was very interesting due to the change of gameplay with the enemies. As one of the enemies, they camouflage themselves. There's three main highlights. For example, the first highlight is that the gameplay is exactly like Resident Evil. For those who have not played Resident Evil, it goes like this: you progress the main mission, you scavenge for materials and crews, manage inventory, you solve puzzles, and defeat a final boss by the end of each chapter. The RE mechanics are too good to not be used here, so it is no surprise that they have become a standard today in the horror game industry. The lasting effect is a of identity of the product, as it begs the question: if it plays like Resident Evil, why not just buy the real Resident Evil, as it is much better? And on this note, I will move on to the next point, which is the main story. The second point is that the main story is the most entertaining part of the whole game. It is what kept me playing because I wanted to find out what would happen next and how would it end for my character, Samuel. Even though the game has multiple endings, I could not bring myself to repeat everything. And the third point is that the voice acting is meh, is very mid. That the sound design and graphics of your environment are very good, but the voice acting really takes away the immersion. You feel like you're talking to como like very one-sided characters. Is that how you say it? No, like very mid characters, very simple characters. And even though the graphics are really good, that sometimes the textures pop up, so it is not very polished, and some weird glitches can occur where things go flying away, especially throughout the fourth chapter. In short, the game is very much like a simple roller coaster ride. That by the end of the ride, you do not want to repeat it because there are other rides with bigger thrills. The game is nothing groundbreaking, but it is entertaining, especially the first couple levels. I am biased on the levels that went on the medieval times, I felt that the game was less scary, but that's just my opinion. The game has over 10 hours of gameplay, multiple endings, an interesting story, but it also has bugs and issues mid dialogue, and it does not entertain me enough to replay it again. I'll give this a 5 out of 10, as it entertained me, but not enough to make me replay.